Warning! Warning! This episode contains swearing. So, if you don't like words any stronger than spanner or ragamuffin, then maybe this podcast isn't for you.
Dean? Gary. Gary and Dean, chatting along in a new podcast. Gary and Dean, and Gary's got hairy hands. We run around and see the world, triathlon tales, Dean's hair is curled. We talk some shit and play some games. For legal reasons, some names are changed. Oh, sorry. Gary and Dean, chatting along on a new podcast. Gary and Dean, you won't get this time back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Series 3, Episode 2 of the Behind the Medal podcast.
With me, Gary Damer.
And me, Dean Smith. How are you doing, Gary?
Fantastic, my friend. How are you?
I'm well. Happy post-double storm week.
Yeah?
We had Kira and then Dennis. Mm-hmm. And they huffed and they pluffed. But they didn't,
Huffed and they pluffed.
But they didn't blow the damn house down. Right, what have you got for me today?
Well, before we get going, there's a few orders of business.
Yeah.
A few parish notes.
Okay.
As you may know, listeners and Dean, it was our 1 year anniversary episode, last episode.
Hooray.
So we did a Q&A. One of the questions was from Ian Taylor asking who would win in a beer mile between me and you. And we got it wrong. We had no idea what a beer mile was.
All right, have you found out what it is now?
Well, we've had a few tweets telling us what it is. Apparently, it's quite a well-known thing. But yeah, so a beer mile is 4 laps of a running track.
Right.
With a beer before the start of each lap.
Oh, God.
So 1 mile, 4 beers.
That sounds horrible. I don't fancy that.
Well, this is what I like about it. Throwing up is a disqualification.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
So one mile, 4 beers over 1 mile is a lot.
Yeah.
That's like the opposite of what we were saying about that one in France where you can have the wine every mile.
Yeah.
So that's only 1 wine a mile.
Yeah. That's 26 wines, though.
Yeah, but 4 beers in 1 mile.
I don't fancy it.
No.
I think I'd throw up. I once ran home from the pub after a night out when I was a
Do
kid.
you know what? I'm glad you've said that because sometimes when I'm really drunk,
Yeah.
I run home.
Yeah, so I mean, not so much since I've been in Manchester, but when I lived in Leeds, the taxis always seem like really expensive. Oh, it's me being cheap again. Here we go.
Well, yeah.
So I was like, right, I'm not paying for a taxi. I'll run home from town, 6 miles. And
I've never done that far. Normally what I would do is
throw
just get out of the taxi early and then,
Oh, really?
yeah, do the... Like,
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea why.
What was it, to save money or just think I'll stretch my legs here? What's that?
Probably just a drunken that I've no idea. Anyway,
I like that.
the second order of business is we had some celebrity guests wishing us happy anniversary, happy birthday.
We did.
We had a few tweets asking how Stephen Hawking left a message, even though he's been dead for a few years. I don't know how long he's been dead, but he's a clever man, so he can still be dead and listen and get in touch.
If there's anyone who can send messages beyond the grave, it's
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah,
So
I was going to say Stephen Redgrave then because it
I don't know who that is.
He's Olympic grower, Gary. Six-time
Sir
Olympic grower.
Steve.
Sir Stephen.
So yeah, that's how. If anyone can do it, Stephen Hawkins can do it.
Yeah. We again, it's increased the amount of people who are contacting us. So please keep doing, even if it's just to correct us.
Yeah, even if it's just to ask how is Stephen Hawkins on the podcast.
Is it a bird?
No,
Is it a plane?
no,
Is it... Oh, my God. Is it Superman?
no. It's Hero of the Week. So, Dean, my Hero of the Week this week is a fella who is a runner. Goes by the name of Joshua Cheptegei.
Joshua Cheptegei.
That's not what I said, but I'll allow it. He broke you might have heard about this. He broke the 5K world record.
Oh, no, I've not heard this.
He did it in Monaco. Go on, have a guess how quick he run the 5K in.
5K. Shit. 13 minutes.
12 minutes.
Ooh.
51 seconds.
Not bad. What do I get for that? 9
Nothing.
seconds.
Yeah, nothing. Right, but this guy, he ran it in Monaco, and it was like a 5K race.
Yeah.
And what I like about it, the reason why he's my hero, and this is going to sound a bit, it is a little bit pessimistic. I've forgotten his name now. What's the other fella who did the sub 2 hour marathon?
Eliud Kipchoge.
Him, right. It is impressive, right? But this guy, Joshua, he did the 5K world record like on his own. He didn't do it with any fancy cars or any pacers or lasers.
Fancy trainers. Have you heard about
Fancy
this?
trainers, all this controversy. He just did it. He set off on the front of this race and ran the 5K. But the good thing about it is there's a YouTube video that literally, it must have been broadcast on the telly or something. You can just watch him run the race. And when you see him for those 30 minutes running, just sprinting, but like every movement is getting him that time. You know what I mean? You watch his arms, you watch his shoulders, you watch his head almost. When he's turning corners, he's like a fucking. He's got like chicken, you know, like chicken heads. They don't move, do they?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like his center of gravity.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I guess if you're an athlete right at the top of your game like that, nothing can be wasted. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Everything has to be perfect.
12 minutes to run 3 miles.
Is that why you've had a really close shave recently, so that you cut down on wind resistance?
Well, yeah, I've had a Turkish shave. Just every second counts, doesn't it?
Yeah. Dear listener, he looks like an embryo sat in front of me.
No. Do you know why? Do you know why it is? Every now
You
and
look
again-
great for it. You do look great for it.
Thank you. I just like to have a little reset, and it's not. And then I've been using like exfoliating face wash and moisturizer. It's just nice to get rid of the beard. It's been a while since I've done it, so I've had a complete shave.
I usually wait until I'm pretty beardy at the minute. I usually wait until I get a job where I have to shave.
Well, yeah.
So it could be years, listener.
The only good thing is, well, it's not the only good thing. It's not it's a bad thing, but I get a lot of compliments telling me I look really young, which is never a bad thing to hear.
Yeah, you look like a tadpole. That's what you look like.
Yeah.
What do you know? Just before you carry on, I thought your hero of the week was going to be Eddie Izzard.
Why?
Have you heard about what he's doing?
No.
I saw him do a gig in Manchester just before Christmas, I think it was, and he said that he was sort of bowing out a little bit of comedy because he wants to get into politics. He's a big Labour supporter. He's very active in that sort of thing. And as part of his gig, he was selling these hats, which were in the Donald Trump "Make America Great Again" style, but they were blue. Right. And they said "Make Humanity Great Again." Nice. The blue of the EU flag. Yeah. So because we've now left the EU, he is doing 25, I think it is, consecutive marathons across each of the remaining EU state capital cities. Which is a hell of a thing, by the way. Yeah. Especially because how old is he now? Is he 50 something?
Yeah, he's getting on a bit.
And he doesn't do them with any sort of crazy pace, but it's still a fucking 26.2 miles every day.
Yeah, I remember being slightly disappointed at his last challenge. It was Comic Relief or something, wasn't it? Because he was doing like 50 marathons in 50 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was watching the programme and he was walking a lot of them,
yeah, but it's just a distance, isn't it, surely?
Yeah, I know, but I was just a little bit disappointed going, you can run, anyone can, no, I'm not going to say it because I feel bad.
Well, and mate, not anyone can just fucking walk a 26.2 miles.
Not anyone can.
And not consecutive as well.
Yeah, but it just took the lot. I wanted him to do sub 4 hour marathons
every day.
Yeah.
Rated.
Yeah, but I mean, he raised a lot of money, so fuck off, Gary. Stop moaning.
Not impressed.
Yeah. No, I was impressed, but I just took the shine off it a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
We did this platform to be honest.
Yes, fair enough.
I'm just being honest.
Fair enough. But I think it's a good thing to be able
lazy man.
Well, his recent thing, the "Make Humanity Great Again," is a nice slogan. I think.
Yeah.
That regardless of which side politically you're on around the world, there's a big divide. So make humanity great again, just bringing people together. And he's running it in full face of makeup, which I just like. It's just him doing his thing.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Gary's not impressed though.
No, I am, especially that because we all need reminding at this time, especially at this time.
Yeah,
we should make humanity great again. I did a tweet on the weekend. I went for a long run, and I tweeted something like it really makes me feel good when people nod and smile and say good morning to me when I'm out running. It just reminds me that people can be nice, and it got quite a lot of favourites.
Yeah.
Because I think, like I say, in this time, people need reminding, don't we, that we're not all horrible people.
Yeah, I think so. Especially with what's been going on in the news.
That's what I mean. So
Recently, yeah.
we'll jump on this bandwagon. Let's make humanity great again.
Yeah.
Muha. No, make humanity great. What is it?
Are you trying to do an acronym?
Yeah, because
on
make America great again
Yeah.
is MAGA.
Yeah, but so it's MH.
Oh, it doesn't work.
No.
He should have.
Muha. We can just say Muha, and people should know what it is. Muha. Yeah, so make humanity great again, and we'll jump on that. We'll jump on this bandwagon a little bit more as well, if we may, just for a second, in light of recent events. Be nice to each other, please, for the love of God.
Hell.
You know, me and Gary have been on the telly. We have had our fair share, I would say, of people throwing shit at us online. And it's not particularly nice, but I think personality to personality, it can get to you in a way that affects you in such a way that, you know, tragedy happens, which has happened the last few days. So be careful what you're fucking saying online.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Isn't
Just because you're behind a keyboard does not mean you're not culpable for, or you're not responsible for the stuff that's coming out of your mouth. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
It's that simple, but it's not, is it?
No. So in light of that, I'm going to go back through old episodes, Gary, and where I called you a ginger twat, I'm going to remove it.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's absolutely fine by me.
But no, please, be nice. Be nice to each other. Be
Muha.
nice to each other.
Muha, everyone.
Muha. Muha. Make humanity great again.
It doesn't work.
Muha. Yeah, it could do. Or it's
No, we've
Mha.
fucked it. We need to learn how to spell before we can work on acronyms.
Before we start preaching to anyone. Mha. No?
It's what's another word for humanity that we can put in?
Earth?
No.
Mega?
Make Earth great again. No, because it's got to be specific to... Because there's nothing wrong with Earth. It's just us fucking freaks that live on it.
That's true. So humanity...
Make...
adults... No, that's A. It's like
Yeah.
American.
Anyway, we'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah,
But let's
work
all
in
be
progress.
nice to each other.
Muha for the time being. Okay, so on last week's episode, or whenever it was, episode 1 of this series, we got a question which was, what are your fitness goals? And I said that my fitness goal was to just feel stronger, feel lighter, feel like I could run through the wall again.
Yeah, I remember this.
And so at this point in the podcast is when we usually talk about how our training's going. And I have news.
Ooh.
I've joined a gym.
Oh.
First time in years that
Yeah.
I've been in a gym. Normally I just run. Normally I've just been running.
Oh, interesting.
I've joined a pure gym. Now,
Yeah.
yeah. Now, pure gyms in the past, and I always felt like were a bit like a budget option, or like were a bit sort of corporate and a bit sort of faceless and a bit. And so I'd avoided it. It's a budget option, good budget option. There's a rake of them all over the place. There's one 2 miles down the road.
Yeah.
And what I've found out is that all of those things, the fact that they're very anonymous, the fact that they're very big and airy, and all of those things are actually why I'm enjoying it. Because you can just slip in, do your workout, and fuck off.
Yeah.
And it's feeling, I'm really enjoying it. It's this second week. I've been doing a rake of classes. I've been getting there. I've been doing loads of stretching and running and lifting weights and like all the things you do in a gym. And I've been really super enjoying it. I've dropped about 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Which is all beer and bloat, I think.
Still,
after
in how long? A week?
8 days, yeah.
Nice.
Which
Very
is good going, yeah.
Yeah.
I've started going to, I've been doing exercise classes.
I was going to ask you what classes have you been doing?
I've done a couple of spin.
Yeah.
Which I don't really enjoy. It doesn't have the same. It doesn't have as much of a variety.
Can I tell you a really brief story about a spin class that I did?
Please do. I bet it's good as well. Go on.
I'd never been to one before. I'd been to, I think it was a pure gym, in fact. So I went there and went on the bike, and I noticed that everyone else on this spin class were women, and they were of an older age. And the spin instructor, she was doing a thing. Okay, let's get the resistance up. Let's push harder. Blah blah blah. And I was fucked. But I mean, like, I popped a white. I thought I'm gonna have to leave here and run to the bathroom. I thought I'll just turn the resistance off and just keep my legs moving. And I thought I've got to go. So I had to jump off the bike, run to the bog, and I just threw up everywhere.
God.
But like I say, the people in the class, they were all like old people, and I was thinking, wow, they must be like fit as a fiddle.
Well, yeah, I think you get fit for purpose, don't you? So if you're doing a lot of spin classes, you're going to be good at spinning.
Spinning,
classes.
yeah. But I just pushed too hard on my first go and ended up being sick. So there's a sick story. I've not had one for a while.
Nice.
Sorry to interrupt.
Tick. So these classes, I did one this morning. I did circuit class this morning. I'd done a thing called Burn It, which is like a body weight resistance type thing. Just trying to shed a bit of poundage and just try and feel a bit bigger. But just with what you said there, I've done 4 exercise classes now across the last week, and I've been the only bloke in every single one of them.
Yeah, what is that?
I have a theory here, right?
Okay.
I think we'll probably get some tweets on this, and please do. This is just a theory. I think the gym can be quite an intimidating place for anyone.
Yeah.
Right? I don't particularly like going to the gym. You see these muscle men and women. You see these people who have doing crazy exercise, and I'm thinking, Ras, I'm just on the treadmill here. What's going on? And I think the structure and organised nature, and also the pack mentality of following the leader in a exercise class, is a better option for women than being out in the gym getting told how to curl a dumbbell by Eric, who thinks he knows everything. Do you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But what happens is it has the reverse effect on me, and I'm in there, and I feel like a pervert. Because I'm the only bloke in there.
Yeah.
And I'm in there to get fit, and I'm in there for the exact same reason. I don't want to be out in the gym. It's until I get into the rhythm of my own workouts and what I'm doing. But I'm in there going, I feel out of place.
Yeah.
Gary, help! What do I do?
I don't think you need to do anything, do you? I think just banish that thought from your Swede. I was going to say you're not a pervert, but it's not 100% true. But
Well, I mean, I was erect. I wasn't. No, but I went this morning. I did circuit training this morning, and I felt really vulnerable almost. I was like, I
you were the only bloke.
Yeah, and the trainer guy kept following me around all the different circuits, so doing some weight resistance.
Yeah.
And he'd said to me right at the start, we never have blokes in here, so he kept on giving me more weights to put on the stuff that they were lifting.
Yeah.
I couldn't lift them. So I was like, dude, I'll just do the stuff that the other guys are doing, because literally I'm a week back into this. And the only exercise that I've done in the last 18 months has been running in a straight line.
Yeah.
So excuse me whilst I sweat this out.
Yeah, also, that's like the opposite of what you're saying you're in the class for, you know what I mean? You just want to be left to do your circuits.
Yeah.
Not be going... Your man following you around going, oh, you should be lifting twice that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was bringing all these things over, and then there was all these crazy, like, next to each station had a little piece of paper telling you what the exercise was.
Yeah.
Mate, it might as well have been in fucking Latin. I had no idea what this was on about.
Yeah.
Got to a point where I had to just watch what the people in front of me were doing and then just copy that.
That's probably why you felt like a pervert, because you weren't doing anything. You just stood watching, staring at them.
Sweating. I took as well, as I left the house, I thought, well, I'm going to sweat during this class, so I thought I'd take a little towel.
Yeah.
And I took the wrong towel, and it was the tiniest towel you've ever seen in your life. It was like a beach towel for a mouse. It was minuscule.
Just dabbing little sweat beads away.
Yeah. But I need to get over it, because I really enjoy the classes, because I get there and I run and I stretch and I do my own little stuff. I've got this medicine ball routine because I'm just trying to build my core back up.
Yeah.
And then do a class and then do some more running and then leave. And so I just need to sort of get over this thing. It's just pure, like, I'm in my own head about it, I think.
Yeah, you are massively. The good thing is, though, about classes, I don't go to the gym, so I'm just talking from like top of my head. But a lot of people waste time in the gym, don't they? You know, they'll sit on a machine for 5 minutes, play on the phone for a bit. Class, you just get in there 45 minutes and you're done, aren't you? You can just fuck off straight after it. That's a good...
I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, good,
really
man.
Enjoying it. I think...
How often do you go?
Every day.
Nice.
every day. Not the weekend. Well, I didn't go this weekend because I was down south, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna aim to go pretty much every day.
It's good.
And this is it's they've got a really good app of Pure Gym, so it shows you how long you've been in the gym. It shows you can book your classes on there, and that technology pleases me to see these pie charts, even across the last 2 weeks. These pie charts and these graphs showing me how long I was in the gym for, and I'm like, right, I'm averaging 55 minutes in the gym, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's good going, especially every day.
Yeah, they're not daft, are they? They know what we like to hear.
Yeah. But that's all the reasons why I'd avoided Pure Gym before are actually the reasons why I'm enjoying them now.
Good.
So yeah, I don't know what that says, but it's just information.
Yeah, no, that's good though. If it's working for you, then it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, man. How's yours training going?
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm training for the Manchester Marathon. So I just done on Sunday. I did a 16.5 mile run. So that's where I'm up to.
Nice. How far away are you from ish? No.
When is it? 2 months ish.
Is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, 8 weeks ish.
Ish. Yeah.
Nice.
So
That's a good place to be.
Yeah. I'm on target. I'm on target for this sub 4 hour dream that I'm chasing at the moment. But so that's the one. But what I wanted, I mean, we touched on it at the very start briefly. I was going to mention these storms that we keep chuffing having.
Yeah.
Storm Kira. So what day is it today? Tuesday.
Tuesday all day.
Last week I didn't do any running. I thought I'm just going to have the week off because the weather was shit. I was tired, and a week off is good for you, innit?
Yeah.
It's better than doing shit runs. So Sunday was Storm Kira Day, and I stuck a tweet out because I was feeling really fucking guilty that I was still in bed. I didn't go out for my run, so I just said, right, Storm Kira, is it bad if we just stay indoors?
I saw this tweet, yep.
And mate, it was making me feel worse. I mean, it's good for them, but so many people went out running in Storm Kira and did these fucking amazing runs. I like those. Chris Jones did his longest ever run.
Amazing.
24k.
Amazing.
In the middle of a fucking storm. Everyone was doing out. Ian Taylor's
So hold on,
Rachel Bentley.
You stuck a tweet out hoping people would just massage your ego.
Exactly that, mate.
And it went the wrong side.
Exactly that. I wanted people to say to me,
Stay at
"You
home.
stay in bed, son.
Yeah.
Do you want anything? I'll bring you a McDonald's and a brew if you want." But it worked the complete opposite because every fucker went out and ran like ridiculous distances and made me feel very guilty.
Did you get out then?
No, I did a foot. No.
You got soaked.
It was fucking mad. The wind and the rain on that Storm Dennis was fuck all. I think it didn't really. I mean, tell that to the people who died, but that's terrible, isn't it? Storm Kira was bad, and there was no way I was going out in that. I just wanted a bit of an ego relief. But
what would have helped then if everyone was like, "Oh, I'm staying in as well"? You just wanted to be part of the group that were just like, "Oh,
yeah," but everyone went out running. It's mad.
What do you put that down to then? Is that willpower, stupidity, necessity?
Willpower.
Willpower.
Yeah.
And yours just hadn't arrived that day.
It's very rare that it's there anyway. I've got very little willpower. And so any little excuse that I can use to not go on a run, it takes over.
But otherwise, training is on its way.
Other than that, that was the one little week I had of my wobble. But so yeah, my 16.5 run that I did on Sunday, that was quick. And my last 3 miles of that 16.5 mile run were really quick.
Nice.
So my plan is that I decided after I finish this run on Sunday is that I'm going to push, and it sounds really obvious and it's probably very common, but I'm going to push quite hard during my training.
Yeah.
So that on race day I can just sit back and relax a bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because in my race plan I've got 2 22-mile runs scheduled. Now I'm not too sure if I'm going to do 2. I'll definitely do 1, I think. But I'm thinking if I just do shorter runs, as in 16, 18, 20 miles, but just push harder, I'm hoping that'll make up for the fact that I'm not doing long.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I feel like I can't be arsed doing 2 22-milers.
Well, what would that would be a good 3 hours, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mate, 3 hours in the scheme of your week.
No, well, I know, but it's a long way, isn't it, man?
I do. I know what you're saying, and I'm not training for a marathon at the minute. So
I'm in that process where I'm trying to make deals with myself. That's all I'm doing. Just trying to talk myself out of things and make deals with myself. Going, if I don't do 22, but if I do some fast 18s, that's me thinking.
Like, 5-6 years ago when I was running regularly quite way under 4 hours. We spoke about this just as we were eating before.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. All your preparation, if you can maximise that before race day, takes the pressure off.
I know.
Because then you can hit 22 miles on the day, 23 miles.
And it's so obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so obvious, but it's just not, in the real world.
Well, if you know it, then this time do it differently and see what happens.
Yeah.
If this time you do it differently and you still get 4 hours and 30 seconds, then maybe it's not for you.
Yeah. Imagine if I get 4 hours and 30 seconds now. I'm up to 4 hours and 1 minute. That was what I got in Madrid. So, fucking hell.
That's what I'm saying. If it just keeps ticking down by seconds, fuck.
Nah,
man. I said to Gary before, if I was a betting man and if there was any way that I could bet on him, but the betting channels don't give a fuck, then I would put a lot of money on you getting sub 4, sir.
Yeah, hopefully.
I can feel it.
We were saying that the weather's going to be on our side because it's in Manchester and not in Chicago in the summer and not in Madrid in the summer. It's flat as fuck, isn't it? Apparently the route, so that'll help. And plus, it's in the greatest city in the world. So there
Leeds. Sorry. Oh, you're Manchester. Sorry.
I didn't even bite. I'm just staring at him.
Just a little thing on marathon. Have you seen what Tokyo Marathon have said?
Yeah, they binned it off.
No, that it's only for the elite runners. They're not doing.
Oh, what, this year or ever?
This year.
Yeah.
Because of the coronavirus thing.
Yeah.
Mad that, innit?
Not really.
Well, no, I mean, imagine if you had a place though, because through the ballot.
Yeah, but surely they'll give them places next year.
I don't know. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
I think that's a fair shout.
Oh yeah. You don't want to go and do a marathon and come back dead.
No.
Wake up dead.
Fly back dead.
Yeah. So you talking about these storms before?
Yeah.
I had a bit of an experience a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'd gone back to Leeds.
Yep.
In fact, it was probably the day that you sacked off the run. It was the Storm Kira. And I thought, I felt a bit weird, so I thought, I'm just going to have a walk. Just going to go out for a walk. So I got up on the Yorkshire moors and I just started to have a little walk. And I didn't black out. I browned out. So it wasn't like a proper blackout. I sort of...
Is that a thing?
It is now. It was like a very dark brown out. So it wasn't like...
Is it ruddy dark brown or like just solid dark brown?
Solid dark brown.
Okay.
So I remember bits and bobs. I remember scrabbling through bracken.
Right.
I remember heather. I remember...
Who's she?
She was on there. She was on the moors. But yeah, it wasn't a full blackout. And then I found myself at the top of this mountain.
Yeah.
On the moors. And I just started digging.
Right.
And I don't know why I started digging.
Just took over you, the urge.
The urge just took over and I'm just digging. I'm rifling through this mud.
With your hands? You didn't have a shovel?
Hands, mouth. Yeah, I was all over.
Right.
Feet. I was digging.
Just a headbutt in the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heather found an ambulance. But I'm digging. I didn't know why. Why was I up in that mountain? What was going on? The wind and the rain was just circling around me. And then my hand hit something.
Oh.
And it was this little box, this tiny box.
Oh.
That I've got here.
Oh.
You see that?
Yeah. That is a tiny box.
And inside it is this cassette.
Wow.
Now, this sounds like a made-up story.
Yeah, it's funny you should say that.
But it's not. And there was a reason why I was in Leeds. There's a reason why I was on that mountain that day. You'll never guess what I've found, Gary.
Is it Usher's first album, Confucius?
No, it's not.
No. I don't know, Dean. Tell me, what is on this cassette?
This is the long-lost marathon memoirs of Alan Bennett.
No way.
It's absolutely fascinating, mate.
So you've listened to it?
I've listened to it, and I think what we should do is we should listen to it in bits across the next few episodes. Because I had no idea that this had even happened.
Right.
But do you want to hear it?
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds incredible.
Okay, let's go. It was the winter of 1992, a blustery February morning to be precise, and as I sat in a coffee shop in Harrogate, an unfamiliar feeling crept across me. I'd finished the paper, My latte cup sat empty, stained with burnt foam around the edge like the telltale signs of a river that had recently burst its banks. I put two and two together. Time to unleash my nature into the crisp porcelain of Betty's bathroom. I did the business. Upon returning to my seat, Rupert sensed my unease and queried, "Loose again, was it, Alan?" "No," I responded, but hardly listening. The unfamiliar feeling hadn't left me with last night's spaghetti bolognese. I felt a rush that started in the pit of my latte-stoked stomach and rose upwards, waved to my lungs and out of my wide-open trap. Before I knew what was happening, I said, "I think we're stagnating." Rupert put down his tea and looked over his glasses at me in the way that only he can. "Well, next time we'll go to Ilkley, Alan. Parking in Harrogate is getting out of hand." "Not the coffee," I scoffed back. "I feel lethargic. We need to mix it up." After I'd convinced him it wasn't a sex thing, I started to think about what could possibly rouse me from my state of semi-consciousness. "We need a challenge, Rupert. We need to move our bodies." I was only half listening as Rupert waffled on about a game of sex Jenga with the neighbours as my eye had been caught by a flyer stuck hastily at an angle on the coffee shop notice board. I stood up, hardly able to contain my excitement. "I've got it!" I exclaimed. The poor bespectacled barista spilling half a pint of semi-skilled milk, such was my volume at the confined, quiet Yorkshire caffeine bar. "We are going to run the Dewsbury Marathon." What do you think, Mum?
Wow.
Just found it. Let's get this guy out here. There we go. Just found it.
Wow.
I was drawn to it.
Man, that is. I mean, first of all, I never knew Alan was a runner.
No.
So I'm excited to hear his journey.
Well, let's see how him and Rupert get on as they head towards the Dewsbury Marathon.
I like the sound of Rupert throwing milk everywhere in his glasses, and
Yeah.
I'm excited. Fucking hell.
So now it's time for
Ginger Wisdom.
Ginger wisdom.
Okay, dear listener, it's Ginger Wisdom on Series 3, Episode 2. For those of you who've only just started listening, this is where I find an inspirational quotes off the interweb and throw them at TV's Gary Damer. You ready, sir?
Yeah. Oh, shit, I've just kicked the table. During the jingle, you said to me, you've got a good one for me this week. And I hate that because it always means it's going to stress me out. When you say you've got a good one, it means it's going to be stressful for me.
Well, I've got the normal 2 inspirational quotes, and then I've got a bonus thing.
Right, so I've got to put in a bit of overtime.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, I didn't sign up for that.
It's going to really annoy you as well. All right, so the first one, which is the normal Ginger Wisdom. You look so despondent now.
I know, because I'm now panicking that I've got to do 3. Got to work 3 out.
Okay, you got these first 2. These first 2 are
right.
pretty good.
Go.
First one, the good.
I'm shutting my eyes.
Okay, shut up now. The good is the enemy of the best.
Yeah.
Go on.
Straight away, I've got that, I
Go on.
think. So it's like aiming for the top, innit? You don't want to aim for good, you want to aim for the best. So if you're going to pick 2 doors, one's good and one's best,
Right.
go for the best door.
Yeah.
And then the good door is going to be going, you don't... you don't want to be picking the best door, pick the good door.
You've made this so complicated for yourself by putting it indoors.
But then the best door is saying, don't listen to him.
Yeah.
He's my enemy. You don't want the good door, you want the best door, don't you?
Yeah.
So you walk through the best door.
So with that in mind,
Yeah.
what you were talking about before, about your marathon training,
Yeah.
what can you extrapolate from that?
So the good door is behind
There's still a door, bro.
No, because behind the good door is the quick 16, 18, 20 miles. But behind the best door is probably what I had scheduled, the 22-mile runs.
This is about settling, isn't it? This is about stagnating almost, like Alan Bennett.
Alan
Bennett
fucking
thought.
hell, he's on the button, isn't he?
Yeah. But no, man, you've got that straight away.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not crazy conceptual. You tried to make it conceptual with your fucking doors. Strange.
Yeah, philosopher.
Okay, here's the next one,
Yeah.
right? Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished.
So
He's crossed his arms again. Blinking.
this is
heavily.
like patience.
Yeah,
Patience is a virtue.
kind of, yeah.
So a tree
Mm-hmm.
takes 100 years to become an oak tree.
Yeah,
An oak seed becomes 100 years to become an oak tree.
yeah.
And after the 100 years, it's a good oak tree.
Mm-hmm.
So don't rush because you'll become an oak tree.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't get it though. Say it again.
Nature does not hurry.
So we're supposed to compare ourselves to nature though, but nature's had 100. We've only got 80 years
Yeah,
to perfect our lives. Nature's had fucking what year are we in? 2020.
but
Nature's had 2020 years to perfect
it's had
itself.
millions of years, mate.
Yeah, but
I didn't know how religious you were. No, this is. It's not about a direct comparison. It's about what can we learn from nature. What things can we?
patience.
Yeah,
But nature doesn't have patience, does it?
yeah,
Does it?
yeah. Nature
Does
doesn't.
it though?
It doesn't rush, does it?
Well, no, because it's had 100 million years or whatever you just said.
Well, no, but this is more like. Put yourself in the map. Put yourself.
I'm there. I'm stood on it.
All right. So with this training plan that you've got,
Yeah.
how do you? What are your?
If I had 100 million years to train for a marathon,
get a sub 4.
I'd get a sub 4. Yeah.
Yeah. No, what I get from this is you were saying there, it's it's a long time. I've got to find 3 hours in my week to put a 22 miler in.
Yeah. But that's saying what I'm saying. Don't rush. Don't worry.
Yeah, so do it.
No, that's saying don't rush. Don't rush. If I'm saying I can't be arsed going out for 22 milers, nature's telling me, yeah, you'll be all right. You've got the rest of your life.
I don't take that from it. I get that nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished.
Everything is accomplished over the lifespan of nature.
No, but like when a
Have I won you at Ginger Wisdom?
no when a foal is born, right,
Yeah.
which is part of nature,
Yeah.
it can stand up and look after itself after about half an hour.
Yeah.
It's accomplished. I'm trying to just reverse your thought process that it takes 100 billion years for everything to fucking happen.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of a tree rather than an animal.
Yeah. So there are like a mayfly, right? Its lifespan is a day.
Yeah.
It gets everything it needs to be done in a day and then dies.
I don't know about that.
What?
I don't know about that.
What about the mayfly?
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to start a fucking podcast, is it? It has to pregnate. It has to sow its seed, and then it
It
pops
does
off.
that in a day.
Yeah.
No way. I'm not having that.
Yeah, man.
Ras.
What?
A mayfly chats up a bird, drops the hand, gets it pregnant in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
You could learn a thing or two.
Yeah, fuck me. I'll have to hang around with a mayfly, get a few tips.
Well, you better be quick. He's busy.
Yeah, he's shagging birds.
He's on Mayfly Tinder, swiping like a bad boy. What about that? So those are the two ginger. You're pretty much there with them both. I guess good is you got the good is the enemy of the
I
best.
like that one.
Yeah.
Don't like the nature one.
Right. Why?
Because that to me is telling me the opposite of my perspective. That's telling me no hurry, no pressure, no rush.
Well, actually, it's
You'll
saying,
get there, no rush.
right. But yeah, patience.
Patience is a virtue, but I don't want patience.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah,
No, you need patience. We talked about this on the last episode.
I don't want patience.
I didn't give a fuck what you want, son. Why do you want patience?
I don't want it because why wait for something when I can have it now?
But but nature doesn't wait. Nature just Nature just is a continually evolving thing. So nature.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Well, you should be.
Mate, I'm not evolving any more than this now.
Really, because you look like a gorilla. So you should be. No, everyone's evolving, and especially if you have an end goal, right, which is a sub 4 in 2 months.
Yeah.
So your training is evolving. You've talked about the idea that you need to either do more miles or do less miles quicker, whatever it might be. So you can get something from this.
Yeah, but I'm getting the wrong thing from it.
Remind me what you're getting from it.
I'm getting from it. Don't worry about it. You've got 100 million years to do it, like nature. You don't have to do it in 2 months.
But okay, but
It'll be accomplished. Might not be accomplished in 2 months, like nature. Nature's had millions of years to do it.
what I get from this is instead of you trying to rush your training, do 16 miles. I
bet foals,
yeah,
100 million years ago, I bet they couldn't walk and look after themselves after half an hour. That's evolved, as you say.
right.
But I'm the foal back in the day.
No, you're not, because you've done 9 marathons.
Yeah, but they're not a sub 4.
Yeah, so you're at this stage now where you're just about to stand up after an hour.
I'm the what's that analogy? The evolution of man.
Yeah,
I'm like the bloke in the middle.
the bloke.
I'm not ready to be. I'm better than a monkey
Yeah,
because I've ran 9 marathons.
yeah.
But I'm not quite the walking human yet.
Homo erectus.
Yeah, I've not got one of them yet because I've not done a sub 4 marathon.
Okay.
So my marathon evolution,
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. So that quote is telling me, fucking hell, man. I feel like
Go on.
that quote is telling me you've still got half of your evolutionary life to become that sub 4 marathon.
Mm-hmm.
So don't rush, don't worry. So that's not what I need to hear.
Okay.
So if anything, Dean, you've ruined. If I don't get this sub 4, it's down to you and that quote.
Okay, fair enough.
So I
This
hope you feel good about yourself.
I do, yeah. Because this feels like a turning point in Ginger Wisdom because you've got good points there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think I've just beat you at Ginger Wisdom.
It's not about beating.
It is to
Is
me.
it?
Everything's a competition.
Okay, fine. Well, I've got something else for you.
Right. So this is going to be the stressful one, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right, go on.
I've come across a thing, right, which I called.
I've told you to stop doing that.
Oh yes. After the restraining order. No, take this seriously, all right? Listen to this. Right? I found this thing. They're called koans. Koans.
Wait, Koans.
Yeah, koans. These are riddles or puzzles that Zen Buddhists use during meditation to help further their knowledge about the self, about the world, about nature. These are just little, like cryptic crossword clues almost,
Okay.
trying to unlock meanings in the universe. And so I'm just going to throw one of these at you every week and see how you feel about it, okay? They're quite spiritual, and I know you're going to hate them.
Yeah, I'm lost already, to be honest. But go on.
So this is something that a Zen Buddhist would meditate on to try and figure out.
Chant.
No, just they would just think about this
The
phrase.
answer.
Think about this phrase and what it
Okay.
means to them.
I'll understand it when you tell me what the phrase is.
I don't think you will.
Okay.
The phrase is wash your bowl.
That's the phrase.
That's the phrase.
Wash your bowl.
Wash your bowl.
Are you sure that's not his to-do list?
Well, maybe it is. You're right. You're.
What do you mean?
Well, let me walk you through it. You're in.
Maybe I'm a Buddhist monk because I write that on my fucking flatmate's dirty dishes every night.
Right. You're in Nepal. All right. You're at the top
Who's
of
Paul?
a mountain. Oh, for fuck's. You're in the Himalayas, right? You're at the top of this mountain. You're in an orange one piece.
Yeah.
Okay. You sit down to meditate, to think about the world, to listen to your breathing.
Yep.
And as part of your Zen Buddhist journey,
Yep.
this koan has been asked of you.
Wash your bowl.
Wash your bowl. What do you think? What is that?
Right. Joking aside,
Yeah.
it's not my mum shouting from upstairs, wash your bowl, wash your bowl, wash your bowl, trying to like subliminally tell me to do the washing up. It's more spiritual. So wash your bowl, clean up after yourself.
Okay, go further, yeah.
Clean up after yourself. This could link to like climate change gear. So let's stop using cling film.
Okay. Okay, right.
These are just thoughts that I'm.
No, I like them.
Stop using cling. I've stopped using cling film because it's no good.
Good for you, yeah.
I recycle.
Mm-hmm.
I've always recycled anyway, but recycle.
Go back to your to-do list.
Wash up.
Just the idea of a to-do list anyway.
What do you mean? So this is what I'm saying. My to-do list is cleaning up after myself.
Yeah.
So look after the planet
Why is that important? Even on a small level.
so that we can survive.
It's a smaller level.
So that we can.
That you can.
So that I can stay alive.
That's the same point. No. You're not far away from what this.
What? Go on.
Right. So, this has been good. You've responded well to this, right? I thought you'd smash the place up and leave because I just said wash your bowl.
Yeah. It's took me a while to get there.
But the idea here is to be present. Wash your bowl. Have you finished your breakfast? Yes, I have. Then wash your bowl.
That's what I'm saying. Clean up after yourself.
Yeah. Engage with life. What is the next thing? What is part of your to-do list? What is part of your...
Can I reveal a fact about you?
Go.
We just had some food.
Yeah.
And then you went in the kitchen and washed up.
Mhm.
And you came in and said, "Is it weird that I can't relax until I've washed up?"
Yeah.
But I think that's completely right because when I come in, I like to do my jobs and then I can sit down and I can fully relax then because I know everything's done. I've washed my bowl.
Yeah.
I've looked after my gaff. I've looked after myself, so I can feel happier.
Yeah. But this is part of this koan here. Wash your bowl. Look after the next job. Look after your space and yourself and your possessions and your
Yeah,
well-being.
I do that anyway.
Cool.
I wash my bowl. I've got a clean. I'm telling you now, I've got a clean bowl.
I have a clean bowl.
A sparkling clean bowl.
I've got a real
Touch me
clean
down.
bowl. Touch.
Fist bump.
What do you think of these koans that I'm going to start bringing in?
Well, I mean, it seems strange to sit there and think about cleaning your bowl for an hour or however long they sit there.
Well, what happens, I believe, is that these Buddhists, as they are developing, as they're sort of becoming grand Zen masters, they will be set challenges by their superiors, by other higher up Zen masters. So a Buddhist will be wandering off to go and meditate, and just as they're leaving, someone will advise them on what to meditate on.
Yeah.
And so someone would say to someone, "Wash your bowl,"
Yeah.
and they'd walk off, and they would meditate on this. And what does that do for you? And where do you start? Because you went to very grand things straight away. You went, "Wash your bowl. Hold on, I don't buy cling film anymore. We need to save the planet."
Yeah.
Whereas someone would have gone somewhere different with that.
Yeah.
So the meditation and the idea of this sort of spiritual linking to these phrases.
I like it. It's a good idea.
Yeah, I want to see what because you did really well with that. Then I thought you would hate me.
I feel like I've turned the corner in series 3. I feel like a new man.
You look exactly the same. It's your beard.
It's the beard.
Oh God.
I've just thought then it's the beard.
Who was that creature in Greek mythology, Samson, who lost all his power when he lost
wasn't
his
a creature, he was a human.
hair? Sorry.
But he just had an haircut and then couldn't fight the lion.
Yeah.
I think that's right anyway.
Shot back and sides and got his head kicked in.
Yeah.
But that's happened to you, but the other way around.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that means I'm going to have to shave all the time though.
It suits you.
Imagine if I shave my arms. I'd become
I was going
like
to say, do me a favour.
It's genius.
Cool. Well, thank you very much. That was Ginger Wisdom.
No, thank you, Dean.
Thank you.
Were you thanking me then, or?
I was thanking you
All right, yeah, thank you.
for doing it. I'm going to take a picture of you now because you're sat like a Zen Buddhist, and you look really great. There he is.
Wash my bowl, wash my bowl.
We'll tweet that out, dear listeners, so you can see what I see when we record this thing. But yeah, thank you for joining in with us. I feel mellow now. Having asked you to delve deep into your psyche and figure out what that meant.
And we've learned an important thing. Everyone, let's stop using cling film.
Stop using cling film. Wash your fucking bowl.
Moo-ha.
Moo-ha. And breathe. And we'll see you on the next episode of Behind the Metal. This has been...
What's that? Sorry, what's that thing called? ANPR? No. What's it called?
Oh,
What's ANPR? That's the police thing, isn't it?
is it ASMR?
ASL?
Audio... Audio, sensory, memory.
I'm going to get... So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much.
We hope you've had a fantastic experience. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
They smell these pop cards.
They do, don't they? Oh, hello there. It's Dean from Behind the Medal. If you enjoyed today's episode, why don't you head over to Twitter and follow us at Behind the Medal. Also over on Instagram at Behind the Medal. And wherever you listen to this podcast, why don't you give us a little like and subscribe. You can also leave a little review telling us how gorgeous our northern tones are. Thank you kindly. See you next time.